Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tennis Manager 24, episode 45. It's just about the end of the season, so we've got a lot of big tournaments to wrap up the year. And so Martina King, now 15th ranked, a 3 seed against Kostenseva. Osaka, 500. Pretty big tournament. We did just win one of these, but it was first win of the year, second win of the year. Winning has not been our strong suit this season, and there doesn't appear to be an easy path at all going forward at any stage of this thing. We have not gone up against Kostenseva. It's going to be balanced. It's nice to be that close to Kostenseva, and we've beaten her 6-4, 6-4. For those who don't know, I'd say probably all of the last 3 iterations of Tennis Manager, Kostenseva has been like one of the key players in the academy. Of course, this year, King has been the only key player. Everybody else, like even Montgomery, have just struggled. But historically, the other athletes have done quite well and have performed, and it's not just been King making their way and progressing. I've been able to have success with others till this year. But Montgomery, Kostenseva have easily, Nagonye have been kind of the key centerpieces of our young growing academy year by year by year. We beat her in a close one, 6-4, 6-4. 54% of the points won, +3 on the winners. Very clean match with a +8. There's your deciding factor, as we were equal on forced errors. In what I expect to be probably the only easier, favorable match, Laura Sampson is around to 66. I think we've got a decent chance to go through this round at least. Oh yeah, 5-0 all time, including 3 finals victories. All 3 though being 3 sets, but that also being 4 years ago. Down in the juniors, plus a World Cup final, and then a U.S. Open junior semifinal win a couple of years back, and then winning this year's Wimbledon match in the round of 64. And we make it a perfect 6 from 6. I feel bad for Sampson. We are her kryptonite. She did beat us on winners, but we did have a +7 in forced errors and a +19 in forced errors. Holy cow, she did have a few aces. Nava also progressing well through the round of 16. Cross was out in the round of 32, though. All right, we've already reached the stage of successful tournament. From here, though, we're looking at a pretty difficult path of Vandrusova most likely making the semis. We've got Leylah Fernandez, who I think beat us last time we played. I believe she's 27th in the rankings. The bottom half of the bracket, holy cow, that's easy, though, if you could make the finals. Realistically, we're number 2 of what's left. And number 3 is right there with us. Oh, no, we have not played Leylah Fernandez. It's the first time we've gone head-to-head. I've certainly scouted Fernandez as somebody I'd like to bring in, but she's much too high in the rankings these days. Weak serve, weak at the net, very balanced otherwise. Definitely a little bit higher in terms of quality compared to us, but enough. We're just about good enough that we apparently are the favorites. 6-4, 6-4. Wow, we've had a lot of close matches. 3 close matches, 3 close 2-set victories. Doesn't get much closer under those kind of circumstances. I mean, obviously tiebreak would have been closer, but 6 tight sets that we've played, and we progress. We're into the semis. +11 on the winners. Unforced errors was matched. Forced errors was +3. And Nava also progressing now into the semis. And Vandrusova has been beaten in 3 sets, giving us a better shot at taking back-to-back 500 tournaments. 2 wins to go, but it's looking certainly possible now. I'd still say we only have maybe a 50% chance of winning this thing. We can easily get knocked off. I mean, we're looking at an excellent serve, excellent net play, and then a very similar web to what we just had in Leylah Fernandez. A little bit weaker court coverage and consistency, definitely giving us a shot, but she's beat us both times that we've gone head-to-head here. And we squeeze out another close victory, 6-3, 7-5. 53% of the points won. Huge advantage in winners with a +15. Did not keep it clean. this time. We were -6 in that department, but a +2 in the forced errors. So a big advantage in the total winners is what carried us through this one. And we're going to play in the final in what is probably the easiest match of the entire tournament that we've had. And Nava also through his semifinal. So we've got two athletes in finals this week. Good week for us. And it's Anisimova for the final. She's 50th in the rankings, and she's very balanced. Her return is a little bit weak. That's a good one for us. We don't have the greatest of serves, but if she's weak on the return, that can generally set us up to get on the front foot. So allowing us to be the aggressor, be on the attack, and control when serving. And without a strong serve herself, I think this could be pretty favorable for Martina King in this final. Not a big advantage physically for this one, just a slight advantage, but at 90%, I doubt that we're going to see any fatigue unless we have 3 very long, close, tight sets to play in this one to see her drop. So at this point, we're looking at a pretty balanced match, and Anisimova got to serve first. So she's started well in this one. In fact, we really struggled in that first game. King was quite humbled in that first game. We didn't even show up to play. And then we go to serve here, and very much did not get on the front foot for this first one, but eventually hit a winner. And that was a kind of comfortable winner for... You can see just how weak her return was on the serve. Ooh, oh, just pulled that wide. 16th of an inch.
15-30.
Okay, we're trailing. But again, the serve helping us out there, leading to an easy point on that one. Ooh, she hits that long. Okay. Thought she had us on that point with the winner. And she hits out again, so accuracy not great for Anisimova. And we draw level. I do feel like this is one that we should be taking, but through the first 2 games, didn't look great. But on this second serve game here, all of a sudden we break her. And she only scored 1 point on that one. So she came out really strong for her first game, but showed some vulnerabilities pretty quickly with limited court coverage and a weak return. Weak return. It's really not a weak return, but for now, the level we now play at consistently, she is weak compared to a lot of the opponents we've been up against here lately, and it's starting to show. It's starting to show in this match. Very close miss there. Deuce. Advantage, and then we got the game. Okay, 4-2. Staying on that front foot, staying in control of this set. And we've set up a break point, which is also set point in this one, but really poor return on that one. Not even sure that serve was nothing special. I just think we read it wrong. We thought it was going to be down the line, and instead it came down the middle. That all happened very... and then we hit that long, give the game away. It's 5-4, but we're still in control of the set, as that was a chance to break and close out the set. Now we serve, and we've been pretty good in this department so far. She really hasn't... She's certainly scored some points against us, but she hasn't scored very many. She hasn't threatened in a serve game just yet. Oh, nice. Oh, that's right in the middle of the line. Man. Ay. 30-15. The wrong way, though. We're serving. We've got 30. This is where I'd get myself in trouble as a coach. I'd beat the ump's face. And now with the mistake, it's break point. Are you kidding me? Oh, and now another mistake, and we have given the game away. Should have been 30-40 at that point.
15 love.
But she does score the next one. Looks like she would have won the game regardless. I would have been in trouble for arguing with the ump.
30 love.
And we're suddenly in trouble, right? It's back to 5 games 5, and she's suddenly in control. It seems like I'm not the only one who was impacted by a clear ball in that's directly dead center down the middle of the line, getting called out. Seems like it's gotten into King's head too, because we have not won a point. No, we've won 1 point since. 1 point since then.
Second service.
Alright, we've got to get back under control here. Obviously, now we've got to force a tiebreaker. The momentum has shifted completely after one bad call. And boy, oh boy, we've seen that happen plenty of times in real life. Saw my Thorns up 2-0 and one absurd
15, 30.
penalty call that wasn't even in the box and wasn't even a foul.
Second service.
Give it as a penalty, and then 2 minutes later it's 2-2, and the momentum had completely shifted, and they end up losing the game.
Out. 15, 40.
15-40. We're about to give the first set away. Can we talk now? Yes, we can. Criticize. How will she respond to that? I've never tried it. Motivation up. Hey, it worked.
30,
That's
40.
the get your act together.
4. Second
Pull your
service.
head out of your rear and play some tennis.
Game and first set.
Boy, that last one looked like it was in. Just we never even saw it hit, but it certainly looked like it. There's the call right there. There's the call right there. Now, that's definitely not down the middle of the line like the other one was, but that certainly looks like it's in too. Either way,
Second set.
we go down without much of a fight there at the end of that set. Total domination up to what? We were up
Out. Love 15.
5-3,
Second
right?
service.
Ooh, she just got a bad call there. She's gotten one back her way. That was our third that we had with the one at the end of the set. The one at the end of the set, not guaranteed. You need some sort of visual confirmation on whether it's in or not.
Love
But
40.
where the X was marked, it certainly looked. By the way, we're on the verge of breaking her in the opening game of the second set, so that's
30,
good.
40.
That's good. But we have not pulled that off yet. Come on, Martina. You've done nothing in the last 5 games.
Deuce.
Deuce. Killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Advantage.
Oh my gosh. She doesn't want to win. She doesn't want to win. She wants to go home. I'm done with her. I don't even want to look for the next 20 seconds. Still not looking. I'm still not looking. Nope. Not yet. Not yet. I'm pissed at Martina. How could she? How could she? All right. How we doing? Yep. I'm walking out. I'm walking out of the stadium early. Fights for that point to stay in this thing, but she's about to get broke to lose this match. And she has. That's the worst match she's played this entire series. The worst match she's played the whole time. She's never had such a bad performance. Criticized her again in the post-match that she needs to seriously get back to work. And again, the motivation rises, but that was pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. 30K, though, for losing in the finals of that 500. That losing in the finals of the 500 overall for the tournament, good performance. Right? She's had one tournament victory all season. Expecting her to come back and win that is not necessary. But based on the opponent, we should have won. Based on how that first set was going, we should have won that first set. But she literally just fell apart and never got it back together. Right? She was up, she was comfortable, she was about to close it out. She had a break point, set point, and then that was it. Like, she won 2 games the rest of the way. So she lost, 3-4 straight games, and plus the 6 of the second set. So she won 2 games out of the next 12. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic performance. So, finalist, overall, good tournament. But that individual performance, no excuses. That was terrible. Nava, also losing in the finals. 12K, though. It's still a decent sum. We just spent 40-something K on an upgrade, and we're right back to it. So I'll take that. That's good. I'm getting some extra control training. One of my last 2 attributes that's not yet a 10. Meanwhile, Alexa Noel, quarterfinals, doing good there. And here we go. Coaches coming up. Contract renewals. I'm not certain yet that we want to negotiate for everyone. We might want to upgrade some of our staff. Not that we can upgrade by much. We can upgrade at least a little bit in some of these positions. So I'm going to have to look at each of them and see. I think I might let the level 1s go. All right, the 3 expiring are Weckerly, Repack, and Myers. So Anthony Myers, level 1, terrible tactics. We're going to let him go. So we are not going to re-sign Anthony Myers. We'll find a replacement next season. Repack's a little bit better and is one of our coaches here, like 2 stars. She's only a 1, though. Weckerly definitely is okay as a tier 2. Ability to motivate, right? 3 stars, 2-star trading. Yeah, Weckerly will negotiate. I think Repack. We can do better than Repack. It's too bad that they don't level up also, right? That there's no staff development within this game except for your manager, because a 32-year-old novice coach who's been with us for like 4 years would not be a novice coach anymore after 4 years. She might have started that way, but she should be, her ability to motivate should be like a 13 now instead of an 11. And she's been coaching tactical and mental and training game plan. Her mental and tactics, should be like a 9 and a 12 now, a little bit higher after 4 years. Also training tactics, so maybe that should be like a 13 by this point. It should be slow progression, but there should be progression. It's sad that there's not. They should develop just like everybody else. All right, so 3-year extension with a wage, $2,400. That's only $100 more than it was. Good deal. Totally fine with that. In fact, I think we can knock it down to just below where it was. She's still happy with that. Noel loses in the semifinals, Pro 115. It's a nice deep run, though. 3 sets. Played well. Ooh, here we go. Coming up on those World Cup finals. Of course, it's going to be Goff, Kruger, and Navarro. And King continues to come in with form. And, oh, look, it's Anisimova, who is next highest, number 31, 4 stars. No, it was Katrina Scott last time, right? I guess Anisimova has moved herself with that tournament win just now, has moved herself up into the position to be the next highest ranked. I guess we're going to go with Anisimova. King does pick up a point in control, so it's now a 9. I'm going to keep working on that lob, on that control, until we get it into double digits, and that'll cut her down to just a single attribute that's still shy of that landmark. One of the last small tournaments we're going to be in for the year, a 250 in Mexico City, and King, the 4 seed for this one. Probably the easiest match we've had in ages, though. Somebody ranked 661 in the first round, and a very favorable qualifiers regardless for the first 2 rounds, and we should easily make the quarterfinals at minimum. And our quarterfinal is Havlakova if Havlakova gets there, but a couple decent players otherwise, so won't be an easy quarterfinal, but we should have an easy path to get there. This was supposed to be easy, 6-4, 6-4, yet we only won 53% of the points, 68 points won, 47 via winners. So we only got 21 points another way. And here's what kept it close. Minus 10 on unforced errors, minus 7 on forced errors. We just didn't play clean, but we absolutely dominated. The last upgrade, the video game room, finally brought our reputation to 2.5 stars. After all this time, we have finally made 2.5 stars. It's taken us years to pick up a half star. It's crazy, but okay. For the Academy as a whole, we're looking at 19 small titles all time, one big title, that 500. Of course, it showed up on my sheet as a small title. The second round match, which was supposed to be easy, actually proved to be easy this time. It took less than 100 points, and we definitely won nearly 2/3 of those, plus 9 on winners. Finally kept it clean. Oh my goodness, that is the cleanest match we have ever seen from Martina King. Just 4 unforced errors out of virtually 100 points played, and a plus 16 in that department too. Forced errors was not as good. We were minus 2 in that department, but we kept it clean for what became a very comfortable match. Happy to see that. Didn't have to do too much. Nava out in the round of 16, but Noel continues on in her tournament. Good little run there. Now we are facing a challenge. One quarterfinal, 2 high-ranked players. Our quarterfinal, 2 fairly high-ranked players. And in the bottom half of the bracket, once again, we're looking at 0-seeded players making it through. Much easier matches on that end of the bracket, but our end of the bracket looks impossibly hard to reach the final on. We have still yet to win a 250 tournament, and from the looks of what we have this round or the next, I'm going to assume we're not going to see the final. First time we've gone up against Havlakova, balanced and should advance, so slight advantage in this one, and we do win it 6-2, 6-4, plus 6 on the winners. Fingers crossed, we're still in this thing. We actually have a chance. Noel also wins her quarterfinal, so it's turned out to be a pretty dang good week for the team. Rybakina has won her match, so it's the 1 seed, 6th ranked opponent, where you got 33 and 88 at the bottom end of the bracket. Wang at 33, probably not going to be an easy opponent if that's who goes through, and if we happen to go through, certainly not easy for a matchup, but certainly easier than the number 6 player in the world. First time we've gone up against Rybakina. Interesting that is the case. We have more titles than she has, 20-12. Dang. Okay. I think that's why our ranking is so high. We win tournaments, but a lot of them have been small ones, right? Only one of those titles is actually a big tournament win. Anyway, looking at the web for Rybakina, weak on net play, but stronger than we are in the serve, in the forehand, in the backhand, in consistency, equal to us in aggressiveness, just a little bit behind in court coverage. So it's going to be a tough match. It's going to take a great performance. She's also in excellent form. It is on hard, the surface. It's her third. It's our first preferred surface, so maybe, just maybe. But I'm going to say if we play this match 4 times and reload it each time, we're probably only winning one of them. Oh, for a second it looked like this was going to be the one. First set was 6-4, but then we lose 4-6 to balance it out, and then we lose 2-6. Her quality shines through, and we are out in the semifinals. It's a good run. Top seed, difficult opponent, very tough to beat. Came close. Too bad we weren't on the other half of the bracket, though, to at least have this be in the final. But, so it's okay. It's okay. Minus 13 on the winners. Kept it clean, though. Plus 1 on the unforced errors, and that was 161 points. So we did that with under 10%. Plus 2 on the forced errors as well. So we played well. We just couldn't hit quite as many winners, and that makes sense with technical skill of Rybakina. 11,000 the payout for that one. Again, a little bit smaller tournament and a semifinal loss, but all in all, we've done well. And look who we have still not seen yet. That's gotta be, right? Into the finals? Yeah, it's the last day here. Noel, in the final. We're gonna coach Alexa Noel. Tyler, Texas. Pro 115, aka a Women's Tour 80 tournament. Yeah, and it's the 5 seed versus the 6 seed for this one. 188 versus 211. Definitely not easy. Definitely not easy. Looks like Pennikova gave us a real run in the quarters. Close victory in the first round. Nearly got knocked off there. Comfortable in the second. Close in the quarters. Comfortable in the semis. Does that mean close in the finals? Stoyana beat her the only time they played. They are balanced. And Stoyana has better form. So it is going to take something special to get the win, apparently. Confident and determined, just needs to relax. It's always the toughest one to get. There we go. We were going to play some PlayStation tonight, and she's now relaxed. Didn't think that would work, but I've got a 20 in motivation, so it worked.
First set.
Ay, mistake right off the bat. So Alexa Noel, what is your tactic? Attacking play, modified.
40 low.
A powerful baseline, offensive baseline.
Game. First game.
First game's a loss. First serve game. Starts strong, 30 love. 40 love. Just goes wide there. Doesn't seal the game. She gets a back-to-back. Now it's deuce. Back to advantage, and there we go. From the service side, and they are level, and we're going to go fast because, you know, that's not Martina King, and it's a small tournament, but it's a final! It's a final! Hooray, hooray, hooray. Alexa Noel has made a final. 4 games all, though. It looks like each has held serve throughout. I didn't look at each one particularly close, but it looks like they are headed for a tiebreaker, and they are. 6-all. Lost the first point. Hit it straight at Stoyana, who was already in kind of a mid-neutral position, not back defensive. Nice winner there. Draws level. 1-all. Serving here. Ooh, just wide. Clear winner or clear forced error. Like, it was going to be one or the other. There was no way that Stoyana was going to reach that one, but now Stoyana's was up 3-1. But after a double fault, we bring it back to 3-2. Big point here. Big point. Serving. Noel down a point. Really needs to win this one. And does. Good solid winner there, too. Gets it just under her racket. She almost got there. Her court coverage for Stoyana seems pretty decent. King would have reached that ball. Noel does not, and suddenly she's down 3-5 instead of being level at 4-4. Well, not to say that her reaching that ball would have meant she wins that point either, but nice winner there, though. 4-5. Drew her into a... She's drawn her into the net a couple times and then been able to whack it past her. And 5-all, but really good return there for that point. Well, should have been ready for it. Oh, and second double fault. 6-all. That's really, really helping Noel out here. Otherwise, Stoyana would have this. I'm starting to wonder if Stoyana's a little stressed. That she's thrilled, sure, but she's also... Oh, man. That was your chance right there, Noel. That was your chance. I think you're going to lose your set because you just missed that. Just missed that one. She'd be up 7-6 right now. And she hits it out again. Back-to-back points. She misses long on that back right corner and lost the set as a result. There we go. Now we can say you can do it. Confidence up. Nice winner there. That was match point, though. We're back to deuce. That's another winner. Nice winner there. Good job coming back and taking that game. 3 straight points won to stay alive, make it 4-5, but now we have to break. That's going to be difficult. 30 love, 40 love. And we see match point yet again, but this time now
Second
with
set.
service. You want a double fault again for us? No? No?
Game.
That was it.
Game final.
That was it. Noel, too much time standing still instead of anticipating. Standing and reacting to the play instead of returning to a stronger position. One step the right direction after hitting the ball would have got her in position to be able to make that move, moving back to a central. Still, that's a good run for Noel. It's a finals run, something we haven't seen from her at all. We're into November. We're coming up on the World Championships, the finals, right around the corner. Top spin nearly there for Cross. I was intentionally training the top spin as that's one of her keys for her tactic. She's coming up on the next level for that. She was getting a -2 bonus on it. Wasn't too happy. King control continues to grow, and 5,800 for that finalist appearance for Noel. Something. It's definitely something. We're sitting on about 150k, and the promising finals for Martina King is coming up. Okay, that should be fun. That should be fun. Of course, the World Cup will be pretty much right after that, and then the season done. Just a tournament or two left to go. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.